This must be a new company. I've never heard of them before, but this is Rebellion pre-workout. Now the ingredients are impressive. When I saw the label, I knew it was going to be a banger, but how the experience looks like is sometimes different. So first, I'm going to go over the ingredients, and then I'll go over my experience like usual. So this is Rebellion. The pre-workout contains 26 grams with 20 servings. That's among the top of the fullest pre-workouts. A lot of the big pre-workouts, they don't have more than that. And if they do, it's usually packed with more creatine or more beta-alanine. So once you really go, near that 26 gram mark, it's really hard to have a big formula with high quality ingredients. But looking at the label, every ingredient looks great. So the first ingredient here is 6 grams of citrulline. You know what that does? That increases blood flow, helps with endurance, and really makes a difference in the workouts. That's why you see a lot of it in pre-workouts. It's almost like a standard. Then we have beta-alanine, 3.5 grams. So if you're not used to the tingles, you'll feel it. But the good news is, over time, you'll get used to it. Then we have Beta-Alanine hydrous, 2.5 grams. This is like osmolalite, so it's going to help with creatine as well as ATP production. So if you're already taking creatine, you'll notice some more benefits from Beta-Alanine hydrous. It also helps with pumps. So next ingredient is one of my favorites. You've heard me say this before in my last video, which is the Build XT, but this is Peak O2, the mushroom blend that increases endurance and just makes a big difference. Like you'd think ingredients like beta-alanine would have this kind of effect, but Peak O2 lives up to the hype instantly. And how much is in here? 2 grams, just enough for you to know its benefits. Actually, that's the proper clinical dose that was used in the study, so you will notice some benefits, of course. HydroMax, 2 grams, really good for pumps, gonna increase that water intake in your muscles. 1.5 grams of taurine, that's really good for pumps as well. Hibiscus flower powder, 1 gram, that's just a really good antioxidant. It has some general health benefits as well. Green tea, but this is in the patented form of Cell Flow 6. So there's 400 milligrams of that in here. It's basically like a green tea extract, sort of like Veso 6. And has cations, basically, really good for pumps. Catechins, probably pronounced that wrong, but L-tyrosine, 1.5 grams. Really good for focus and mental energy as well. Caffeine hydrous, 350 milligrams. That's in the high dosages. 350 milligrams, especially when it's combined with other stimulants in here. There's still 300 milligrams of Mucana, Purin's extract. This is basically like a dopamine enhancer. Then we have Infinergy, 100 milligrams of this. This means it has 75 milligrams of caffeine, so you're getting 425 milligrams of caffeine. That's a lot. If you're not used to caffeine, you might have to build a little bit of tolerance to this because it is going to be high energy for you. Huperzine, 200 micromilligrams. That's good for focus, but there's no choline in here that I can see. It's usually paired with choline because they both have like a synergistic effect on focus. So how the experience was. The experience is always something else, right? The label from this though, every ingredient is dosed properly, so you're going to see some benefits all over the place. For pumps, it covers everything that you can ask for a pre-workout. The pumps, the energy, the endurance, as well as the focus, has everything. But the experience, of course, sometimes is different. So Peak O2 really made a difference in my endurance. I always feel that no matter what supplement I take, if there's Peak O2 in there, the effect of the endurance enhancing benefits is always there. It never fails to impress me. Peak O2 is definitely what Beta-Alanine should have been in my opinion, because Beta-Alanine was supposed to be the hype of like building muscular endurance, just increasing endurance in general. But Peak O2 always works so well. And fatigue is like non-existent. Like the only way you would stop your sets is if you were in literal pain. But Peak O2, there's no muscular pain, and really it reduces reduces the lactic acid buildup. I feel like, especially with weight training, really helps. Big difference. So the pumps are there as well. It has some really nice pumps. I wouldn't say it's on the higher side, on the max side, but it's definitely an all-in-one pre-workout where the pumps are satisfying because, I missed an ingredient, 1.5 grams of nitrogen. It's really good for pumps. That's a full clinical dose, so you'll notice some nice benefits from this, nice benefits from that. It's going to increase pumps. So the experience with the pumps is really nice. Fullness is there. The pumps are tight and it feels good. Even though I didn't work out my arms today, I did my legs, I still have a nice pump going. I'm usually not looking this full, but it probably is from the HydroMax, the water enhancing benefit. The energy is there. It's there. 400 milligrams of caffeine, I feel it. I have sensitivity with caffeine, so even though I take the hardest pre-workouts, I always feel it if there's 400 milligrams in there, and I can tell it's the caffeine, the effects of it, at least. So 400 milligrams, the energy is high. I would say the focus is there. It's not tunnel vision, but it's there. Huperzine does do a good job at that. But I would say it mostly comes from the energy that you get from this, which is really good. The endurance and the energy buildup that comes from all the ingredients, the stimulants, and Pico 2, the mushroom blend. It's one of my favorites for endurance. But it's really good for everything from pumps to endurance. The energy is perfect. It's not overwhelming. There's no DMHA or anything mood enhancing in here. But I definitely feel uplifted, feel happy. Not overwhelming where it's like flame, but it's just there to give you that motivation and boost, especially considering there's at least 4 sources of things that can enhance mental health, basically. Just giving you like an uplift, motivation, and mood uplift, basically. So tyrosine, helps with caffeine as well, because tyrosine it produces or increases the production of dopamine and mood enhancing neurotransmitters. Caffeine will release them. So it's a really nice synergistic effect. All these ingredients are really put together really well. I don't have any complaints from this at all. If anything, you can remove the beta-alanine and put agmatine. The pumps will be way better, but the pumps are there. I could go on forever in the gym thanks to the Pico 2. I know it's coming from the Pico 2 because I had the same thing from Bill Nixie. The same benefit. It's awesome. It's amazing. Any pre-workout with Pico 2, you just know you're gonna get a nice workout where you don't feel fatigued at all. So I definitely recommend getting this. This is a nice daily driver as well as a high stim daily driver. It's really good. It surprised me, but it surprised me. It really has, the formula has everything, so I don't even need a pump supplement on its own. But you can use coupon code FITFRIC and you can save a bit while getting this. It's definitely good.